UC Davis has been very impactful to my story. I knew that I wanted to be an electrical engineer probably since high school, and it was really a culmination of applying math, applying physics, things that I've been interested in since I was a kid, to the real world and helping solve problems that real people face every day.
I grew up here on the farm where we live now, and went to high school in Fresno and was obviously looking for a college. I always wanted to go to college. And looking at places, it seemed like Davis was an obvious choice.
I chose to practice law because my family experienced things when I was younger that I thought were unfair or unjust. And I wanted to be a lawyer so that if something like that ever happened again, I would be there to defend my family.
Being a member of the Peace Corps had been a lifelong dream. Since I was at UC Davis as an undergraduate, used to run into the recruiters at the coffee house when there used to be a separate standalone building as a coffee house. And giving back was something that I thought was part of UC Davis. Actually, when I was here as a student, there were lots of interns. My first internship was in the state capitol. I did several of those in the legislature. And just the whole thought of helping people that needed a hand was something that became very important in my life. And I think it was reinforced by my experience at Davis.
I'm genuinely grateful that UC Davis gave me the opportunity to study there. I remember that when I graduated from high school, I did not meet all of the criteria for attending the UCs. As part of the affirmative action equal opportunity program, I'm a good example of how that can work. I knew I could do the work, and I did. Went to Harvard Law School and have done well. And I think that's a good example of how EOP can work.
Well, in this town, and it's a small town, but with a very big university. And it's not only big, but it's one of the best universities, the best public universities in the nation. So it's hard not to be shaped by that kind of a presence. And just having it available, and certainly the arts and the athletics have been the two things that we've most been focused on, but it's been a major influence in our lives. And I think it's the thing that makes Davis special.
My experience at Davis was probably one of the big highlights of my life. Right at that time, there were so many great people I was associated with at Davis. I'm both students and professors that will always be a big influence on me.
UC Davis's commitment to the biological and medical and environmental sciences has always resonated with me, and I consider myself an Aggie for life. So my proudest moment was when I learned that the anti-cancer drug that I had been working on at the time was designated by the FDA as a breakthrough therapy for the treatment of blood cancers.
Helping develop the master plan for special education for California, getting that through, getting it passed, that's very exciting. The development of school site councils, working on, again, statewide in every district, those are all very exciting things because they really get your blood flowing, that you're making a real contribution.
This award means everything to me. Even when I was at Davis, I always felt like Davis had such a strong community, and it really did help inspire me into my career. Even so many years later, I still feel so strongly connected to this community, and I want to continuously give back to inspire other students for their careers.
I think that it is the ultimate honor. It is so much more significant to me because of my affection and love for the university.
This reward is quite meaningful to me. I have the pleasure of serving on two UC Davis advisory boards, and I'm also a trustee for the UC Davis Foundation. So I'm absolutely thrilled to receive an award that recognizes the volunteer work that I do. I find that my service to UC Davis is always rewarding and intellectually fulfilling.
I am really honored by the award, and what this last year in the Peace Corps did for me was really a capstone of my career, and it enabled me to pull everything together that I'd ever done before in my professional career, my academic background. and all my volunteer work, and it all came together in just a fabulous way. And to have this award on the capstone of all that is just, it feels really good. And so it's something I didn't expect, but I'm grateful for it.
It was a very happy time for both of us to be honored this way, and we thank you very much. It means a lot to us that the Cal Aggie Alum Group recognized our work on campus.
It's very nice to be recognized. It's been so long since I left UC Davis. Honestly, it's nice to be recognized, in part because I think it's a good example for others. I'm hoping that it'll be a good example for others to give back to the university, to remember the school that they graduated from, and to give back and hopefully help other students.